Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to test actually adding watercolor to this. I drew this a long time ago, not even sure when. Cleaning out a cabinet yesterday, I found it and I thought, you know, I'm so into watercolor right now. Most of what I do is adding the watercolor first and then putting the ink design over the top of it. So I found this and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a video and just see how hard, how easy, I'm not really sure. So if you want to stick with me, let's get it done and see how it turns out. I am going to be using a number 4 round Princeton watercolor brush by Heritage, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this or not, but this is my number 8 silver black velvet brush. Probably be using the little one most. Okay, and then my paint is Winsor & Newton. In my other videos I explained that I kind of inherited this set from my mother who passed away, so I'm not really sure what the colors are because I don't have a color chart, but I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I think I'm going to go ahead and start in the center. And a lot of times I like to start with yellow or some form of yellow with my centers. Not sure why, but that is pretty much how I roll with it. So again, bear with me, I'm new to watercolor, never actually added the watercolor after the drawing, so this is a newbie for me. Again, I'm going to start in the center and then just try to be very careful with what I'm doing, because I'm not sure how much this will run, if it will run, and it's okay if it does. I mean, that's watercolor, so it gives us a more interesting look a lot of times if it does run. And I guess right there it's staying pretty stable. Alright, let me see if I can add maybe just a tad just to give it some kind of movement there. It's really because I've never done this before. Alright, so then this one I'm going to add a little bit more yellow to it. Might even brighten it up just a smidge. Well, I guess that's more than a smidge, but we'll see. And again, I'm not even really sure what paper this is. It may not even be a watercolor paper, so it could be why it's kind of taking it a little bit differently than what I'm used to, which that's good, because I like how it's handling it. It's not giving it a lot of movement. I feel like I have a little bit more control over it, and it could be the fact that I've used the pens on it too. So I'm not sure. It's what it's all about, though, is experimentation, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to make this kind of colorful because I'm just deciding the colors as I go, and I apologize if it's going to end up looking like early Halloween. That's okay. And I'm just going to lightly fill in this part. And I'm sure this is not watercolor paper because I, at that point, was not really doing watercolor. So it could be why the paint is handling it the way it is. So I'll have to keep that in mind if I end up doing another one where I paint it first, or draw it first and paint it, excuse me, that maybe I need to go make sure I am using watercolor paper. But I'm putting out a little bit lighter over here, if you can tell. I'm not sure if you can or not. I don't want it to be as dark as up here. And I can go in and darken it up too if I wish. And that might even run into my next layer. I'm not sure. Okay, so next layer, let's see what we're going to use. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go with my ochre. because I don't want this to be too crazy, but I also want it to be nice. Now I found with a canvas paper I have, and I think I might have some to do the same thing with that I've drawn on, I really, even though it's not the right kind of paper, I like how it looked, because it almost kind of repelled it in some sense because it wasn't the right paper. I don't know if that makes sense or not. So it gave it just a different look. That's why I say that a lot of times it's kind of nice to try some different product so that you are playing with it a little bit and figuring out. Just because it's not the right surface per se doesn't mean you can't use it. Maybe you'll come up with something unique that nobody else is doing. Tell me what you think. If you find this interesting, I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below would be awesome. And if you're joining me for the very first time and have not subscribed to my channel, I would love, I'm trying very hard to build my channel. I would love to have you be a subscriber. Would be wonderful. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, the notification bell when it pops up. That will notify you whenever I am posting something new. Let me know too down in the comments, have you ever tried different surfaces to do watercolor paint on? I'd love to hear what surfaces you've done it on. So I'm sure this is paper for pen and acrylic. But I do kind of like how it's reacting to the paper. I'm not going to color all this in, just some. Maybe even just this flower. I'm not 100% on that even. But I feel like it makes it easy to kind of blend. Do some shading. Like I said, I'm just winging it on this one. Just winging it. So it's not something that I'm doing anything fantastic with. Just kind of as I go. Alright, so let's see what kind of center that turns out. I kind of like that. Do you like it? Now I'm going to go to my favorites. And these are these purplish, pinkish colors. I know, great description for myself, right? Sorry. Alright, and that's what my leaves are going to be. Like I said, it's going to be kind of a interesting flower. Throwing in some shade here. So that's why I think it's nice. And I probably could do the same on on the actual watercolor paper. I just have never, like I said, never done this before this way. So this is new. I mean, I'm glad to know that I can actually control it and not have it all over running rampant. I could even put the darker color in like this. Add some water to it. Kind of spread it out. I mean, on watercolor paper I would get more movement out of it than this, but paper soaking it up, I'm sure. It's saying, ooh, ooh la la. Some darker. Here we go. There we go, there we go. Say a simple black and white with a pop of color. I'm sticking it directly in the watercolor paint, so I'm getting more of a full strength of the paint by doing that. I'm doing that. See, that's kind of pretty like that too. I like that. I know I keep saying that, but it's like, it's amazing to me when I actually do something for the first time and I like it. A lot of times it's like, it's a blooper. And this one isn't so much a blooper. At least to me it's not. You might have a different opinion. Let me know down below what you're thinking. Hopefully I'm getting this all on tape here. So I'm so into painting it, I'm not paying attention. Sorry about that. But I'm having fun with it. Fun, fun, fun. Almost finished. Hang in here with me just a little longer. Almost finished. Say pretty, pretty, pretty. Very pretty. Kind of like that. Gotta keep doing it though, the same way. Like I said, I love drawing this way. I love the watercolor, so the combination of the two together just is awesome for me. I'm glad I discovered it from, not, I didn't come up with it, but I saw other artists that do it. You know, it's nice whether it's a more simplistic drawing or if it's something that's more detailed. Like I consider this one much more detailed than what I'm showing you in some of my videos. But it's awesome. It really is. I'm going to go ahead and add some darker in here because I didn't do that before. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that either. Alright. Again, I would probably say, you know, definitely use your watercolor papers because this is not watercolor paper for sure. But I'm happy with how it turned out. Like I said, it gives it a nice pop of color. I've seen people do this, like I said, whether you're coloring the whole paper, then drawing on top of it, but this is the reverse. And it's pretty no matter which way you do it. Alright, done for today. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I hope you like it as much as I do. Let me know if you're trying or have tried it. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. I would appreciate it. Make sure you hit that share button, share this video with all your friends and family, help me build my social network on YouTube. I would definitely like that help. And until the next one, I will see you then. Have a good one.